Hello, I'm Dr. Ron England, and this is a very basic video. Essentially getting started in HTML, just to get people up and running. What I'm showing here is a text file, which has actually got the extension HTML, but all HTML files are text files. And I have the very basic website, the standard Hello World website, right here. And then I actually have the standard Hello World website shown down here in Firefox, which is just one of the browsers that I can use to open this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to show the standard structure of HTML. The first thing that you'll see here is the doc type. And there's many versions of HTML. The current version at the time that I'm filming this, that's the most current, is HTML5. And you can specify which version of HTML that you want a browser to use. Using this standard doc type HTML here, I am just simply using the version 5, which is the latest version. Within that, I've actually got the tags, and all HTML is embedded in this less than or greater than signs, and these are called tags. The overall tag for the entire document is the HTML tag, and inside the HTML tag I've got the header and the body, which are these tags right here. And inside the header, I've got the title, which says Hello HTML, which, as you can see, is rendered down here in the tab within Firefox. And then the Hello World, which is right here, which is in turn rendered down here in the Hello World. Now, the tags are actually called elements and attributes. So in this case, every tag that you see here is an element. Now, I'm going to add a few tags and show you how attributes work. This, however, is the standard structure of the HTML document, and really everything else that you have should go within this area here. So within either the header or the body, all the HTML portions that you have should be here. So let's go ahead and start adding some things. This, by the way, is saved on my desktop, so I pretty much have the access to do anything that I want to do as far as pulling stuff off the desktop. So let's say I want to add something like an image. The image tag is image, and it takes an attribute. img is the element. The attribute is going to be the, in this case, the source of the image. And what I'll do here is I will take a file that is also on my desktop, and in this case it will work because it's in the same path, same location as the file. So the source is eaglin.jpg. I'll save that, come down here, and then I'll reload this. And now I've added this image that I've pulled off of the desktop right here. And of course I can do things like add other attributes and other tags that we have here. Now normally, to stay within structure, I would likely keep the image within a set of paragraph tags, but the browsers are very intelligent with the way that they actually process HTML. And usually they can figure out whether, if you don't keep your structure perfectly good, they're still going to be able to do this. Now, one of the things that you're going to want to do as you're actually working with HTML is have this ability to look at the source code of a file. Now, in my case, I can right-click right here, and I can say View Page Source. And Firefox, and all browsers have this ability to view source, will pull up the source, which, by the way, you can see back here in the notepad where I saved it, will pull up the source for individual HTML files. Now, since I edited this entire thing in Notepad to be able to do this, and I don't necessarily always use Notepad. I prefer some other things like Notepad++ and other text editors to do my editing within HTML, but I've always got that ability to edit within Notepad. But if you are going to edit Notepad, when you save it, you have to make sure that it ends up with an HTML extension and not a TXT extension, which is the text extension, if you want to render it within a browser. So as you can see here, I've got this rendered nicely within the browser, and I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to go ahead and add an anchor tag, And an anchor tag is what really made the whole thing work. And an anchor allows you to link to other things. So I'm going to go ahead and link. Okay, I just pasted from the URL of a browser. I'm going to go ahead and make that link occur. I'm going to save it. Now if I reopen this, okay, at the bottom, oops, you know what? I didn't close my link. Okay, so there's my anchor. Now I'm going to say link to website, and now I'm going to close the link. Now notice that this has a slash and then an A, and A is an anchor link. So this within here is the this is the attribute, which is the site that it's going to go to. If you click on it, the A is part of the tag, is the first opening tag, which starts here. The opening tag starts here and ends here, and then this is the closing of the tag. Now I'll go ahead and save this, reload, and now I've got this link to. If I click on that, it's going to go ahead and link, and it actually is linking to this lecture for getting started in HTML. That really should be enough to get everybody up and rolling. Now, if you want to learn a lot of, really learn all the nuances of HTML, which, by the way, you will need to know for this class. And I'm not going to spend a lot of lecture time covering it. In fact, this is all the lecture you're going to get on HTML just to get you started. You can go to the W3 Schools, run through the tutorial, and you will know everything you need to know about the HTML. I'm not going to spend any more time on it. This is enough to get you up and operational if you haven't done this before. It's not difficult. It's actually quite easy. I've got my daughter started working with HTML when they were about 6, so I think most of the people in this class should be able to handle it. That's all. Thanks. And the next, you're going to be moving on to some other lectures. We're going to start talking about things like style sheets, but eventually we're going to get into more advanced programming within JavaScript and manipulation of web pages. Thanks very much. Good luck programming.